it out.
Welcome to Kendra's Artistic Crochet Designs. Alright, so this month for Tutorial Monday, we're going to be making a green sweater using the Tunisian crochet, which means we're going to need the big long hook, the Tunisian hook. And it's a long one. It looks like this. Let me bring you out. I think you're too close. There we go. Now you can see. So this is the hook that we're going to be using. I also have this hook, and this also is a 5mm hook, because I am going to be using the Bloom yarn, and it's got greens, whites, and pinks all through it. So it works up like this. I'll show you. So it looks like there's a row of flowers going through it, and that's why it's called Bloom. And we're going to be doing the lattice stitch in Tunisian crochet. And I really, really like this stitch, even though it still curls. But it'll be worth it in the end. So I was going to do a small piece with this yarn to teach you how to do the lattice stitch. The Bloom yarn is a number 3 lightweight, which is the reason why I'm using a 5mm hook for that. This is a regular 4mm yarn, or 4 yarn, and I'm going to use, I'm just doing a small little swatch to show you how to do this. So let's get stuff off. How I am doing my sweater is I chained 105. You have to chain an odd number to do this lattice stitch. I'm going to bring you back down to the table so you can see what I'm doing. So let's chain. I'm going to chain 25 to show you how to do this. 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 18, 19, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now remember, whatever you chain, it's an odd number. Okay, not an even number. So that's important to know. Alright, I need another kind of a hook. Well, I'm just going to use this Tunisian hook for this, I guess. Alright, so what we're going to do is you're going to skip this first one because this loop on the hook counts as a stitch. So you skip the first chain and you go to the second chain and bring up a loop. And we're going to keep it on the hook. And we're going to, this is the base row. So we're just going to pick up these loops, go into the chain, draw up a loop. We're keeping them all on the hook. So I'm using the back bumps as usual. As many of you know, I always use the back bumps whenever I use my chains. I just think that it gives it a nicer finish, and if I want to put a border on it, it's a lot easier. So by the time you get across here, you're going to have 25 loops on your hook. And with Tunisian crochet, it's better that you count them. And make sure you have 25. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I got 25. See, I like the way this finish is on the bottom, and that's the reason why I'd use the bumps. Alright, so we're going to take the loops off the hook now. So we're going to go through the first one. So we're just going to go through one. And now we're going to go through two all the way across. So we'll go through two. Two, two, two. Until you've got one loop on your hook, and it should look like this, so you can see. Alright, so now we're going to look these up and down bars. You'll see up and down bars, so there's 1, 2, 3, should be 25 of them. This is row 1 of the lattice stitch. So right now we're just going to, this is just like regular Tunisian stitching, okay? So we're just going to, you find your bar, go through the front of your bar and pull up a loop. That's the first bar. Alright, now from here on out you're going to do this. We're going to go through 2 bars, pull up a loop, and then go back to the first one that we skipped and pull up a loop. And what it does is it crisscrosses. So the lattice stitch is diamonds. You'll see these diamonds all through it. It's really, really pretty. I think you're really going to like this stitch. Okay, so now you're just going to continue that. You're going to go through both, pull up a loop through both, and then go through the first one, the one that we skipped, and pull up a loop. And you're going to do that all the way down. We're going through both, and then we're going to go through the first one. Okay, we're going to go through 2, the next 2, and then go through the first one. And we're just going to do this all the way down. You're still going to have 25 stitches, or how many ever stitches you're working with. And in my sweater, I am working with 105 stitches. But I thought it would just be easier to show you a swatch to show you how to do this. Alright, so we're almost at the end here. We want to make sure that that one doesn't go over the other. Keep them separate. Alright. So I have 4 more stitches left. I've got to do those. Going through 2, Oh, nope, the first one. I went through the wrong one. There we go. And then here's the last two. Just like we've been doing. And then at the end, you're going to see that there is a V right here. And you're going to go through both of those and pull up a loop. And so the coming back from this, the first, what we did was a forward pass. All right, and then this is taking the stitches off. That will be the same always. The first one you'll go through 1, and then you'll go through 2 and 2 all the way down until you get down to the end and you're left with 1 loop on your hook. And there we have it. So you could see that we have some crisscrossing going on right here. As you could see that. Okay. Okay, so now row 2, we are going to, you're going to go through 2. On row 2, we start going through 2 and then going through the first one. Row 1, we only go through 1. But row 2, you'll start out with the 2 and then you go through the 1 and you go all the way across. You'll be left with 1 at the end. You'll see once we get there. So in row 1, your number 1 stitch at the beginning is in the beginning. And row 2, your 1 stitch is at the end. If that makes sense. I hope I'm making sense. All right. All right, so we're going through 2. And then going through 1. Alright, we're almost at the end here. I've got 3 more stitches left right here. So what I'm going to do is I am going to go through 2 of them and do that, go through 2 and then go back to the first one and go through the 1, and now there's only 1 stitch left before this closing stitch here. So we're just going to go through it only, and then like I said before, we've got the V right there. We're going to go through both of those. That's our closing stitch. Okay, so then again, row 2 is the same as when we take them off. You're going to go through 1 and then go through 2, go through 2, go through 2, go through 2. So we're going through 2 all the way across until we get down to 1 loop on our hook. we go. And then, of course, it wants to curl. But I want to give you a close-up of what that looks like. Sorry. I'm trying to get you in the camera. And you see it. So you'll see little diamonds. You'll repeat 1 and 2. You'll go to the first row, next row, and then you'll just repeat 1 and 2 until you get the sweater big enough. So, like I said, I'm making this sweater for me, and I started out with 105 stitches for 1 panel, and we need to make 2 of these panels. I am not exactly sure. I'm just going to keep going until I get it long enough to where I want it. That's pretty much what I'm going to do. So, but you could see the diamonds in this. And I love this bloom yarn. I love this bloom yarn, and I'm making this one for St. Patrick's Day. But isn't this beautiful? I just love this yarn. So we are making 2 panels, and I'm going to be working diligently to get these done for the next week. And I hope that this all made sense for you, and I want to thank you guys for watching. Have a great day, and bye-bye now.